Carol. Here we go.
Record. Wendy Minnie is coming in. All right. Well, let's get this call started. I am really pleased to announce and introduce Miss Ricia Adair. Risha's been in the industry for 25 years with a previous background as a professional small business marketer and trainer with Partner Co. She's climbed 13 ranks in 7 months. Currently titled as president, she holds the 38th spot in the world with our company, 19th in North America, and number 5 in all of Canada. Please help me welcome Ms. Ricia Adair to this call.
Loury, thank you so much. Let's give a great applause. This is her first night as co-host. I'm sending you love. Everyone send hearts out for Loury. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Okay, I'm going to share my slides. Everyone is muted. We're ready to go. We've got some amazing guest speakers tonight. I'm really excited about things. Just let me start the share. And Loury, you're going to give me a heads up when you see that the slides are showing, okay?
absolutely, yeah.
Now let's go over to the
I
PowerPoint.
see some.
There we go. Are we
There they
good?
are. Yeah, we're good.
Perfect. All right, everybody. Really excited to share tonight with you. We have a dynamic company that is going to change your life on a health level. And for those of you that are interested in hearing about making some beach money, this is going to help change your life drastically on a financial level as well, too. We're called Partner Co, and we're all about powering health and prosperity around the world. A little about myself, if I may. We moved into our dream home, Casa 700 Mangoes, a little dream resort. We moved here 2 years ago, left Canada, sold off everything, and here we are. We've got a little resort with 2 villas on the bottom. My husband and I live on the villas on the top. We bought house rich, cash poor. So we ended up having a very, very little nest egg, like $50,000 coming into a brand new country, which is not a lot of money. And as it turned out, our house was unoccupied for 5 months prior to occupancy. So strange things happen to a house when it's left unattended in hurricane season, earthquake country, rainy season, and all that. And we went through our $50,000 so fast in the first 6 weeks in getting the house tweaked so it could be ready for upcoming tourist season. That led me to being kind of desperate and very anxious and super depressed. Throw into the mix that our lawyer stole $23,000 from us for our closing costs, so we couldn't even get title to our new property. So we had to go to the bank and take out $23,000 on a bank loan so that we could get this happening. I resorted to eating foods that weren't so good for me, which we so often do when we're depressed. I ended up eating too much cake, too much ice cream, carbohydrates, and I became a very big, depressed, anxious woman. No matter how many times I walked those 14 kilometers of beaches or swam the ocean or up and down the stills in my villa, I stayed very big and still very depressed. And Mike said, you know, Ricia, enough is enough. It's time to call Dr. Tom. So I called Dr. Tom. He came over, gave me a diagnosis. A couple of days later, he says, Ricia, you have a serious case of FFB. Dr. Tom, whatever could that be? Mike asked. And he says, your wife is fat, frumpy, and broke. And that was my story, guys. And then along came that magic day, April 17th, 2024, that changed my life. Friends of mine, known for a long time, Chris and Joni Budd, they're Canadians that live in Costa Rica. They called me up and said, Ricia, you got to know about these drops. Personally, I think Joni saw a fat picture of me on Facebook or something, but she told me all about the wonders of these fabulous homeopathic herbal drops. And I went, wow, there's something to this. And it sounds like this is exactly what I'm looking for. The first voice said, forget it. The voice shut it down and said, you don't have any money. The second voice said, but you really need this product. You really need to do this. And the third voice said, find the money from somewhere. I don't even know where I found it from, but I found the money for 2 boxes, and that's how I started. And Joni says, well, Risha, you're kind of broke. And we all agree that retirement is an income, not an age, right? So I might as well start posting. We have thousands of people that have experienced amazing results with these products. So we post their before and after picture, of course, with their consent, and there's so many testimonies. So I started posting the first day on April 22nd. Coincidentally, my drops arrived that day, so I'm held up a brand new product. I hadn't even opened them and put them in my mouth yet, and took a picture. You can see the bottom right. I got 59 comments from that post, which resulted in 20 new customers and 6 new brand partners. And I thought to myself, wow, I'm finally onto something after all these years that I've been in the network marketing industry. I've never had people come out of the woodwork and say to me, I want what you've got. And certainly nobody ever phoned me up and said, I want to be on your team. So I got excited. I set a 5-figure goal for September 1st. Now you see the date, April 22nd. I accomplished that goal June 15th. And I thought, okay, we're really onto something. When Joni says this is the best comp plan in the industry, I now understand it. So I set more goals, and these were all my 1-year goals. I'm a big goal setter. And November, 1 year ago today, was the magic month, 7 months in, that all of these goals started to happen real. It's kind of hard to have a hotel if you don't have fridges in the kitchens, right? So 3 brand new fridges got delivered. I was now financially able to bring in a regular housekeeper. That's my beautiful Sarah there in the middle picture. We brought in the paint crews and painted beautiful Mexican colors. My husband wanted the white, and I said, not in this marriage, honey. We're going for bright and bold. We also had to get new air conditioner systems for every room in the entire property. We bought Mike a new motorcycle because he whined and whined, so he got one. And then we had something that was kind of on the dangerous side. It was starting to collapse. Our shade pergola on the bottom level needed to be replaced. So I set a 2-year goal, and that also got accomplished in 7 months. Wow, I'm thinking to myself, how could I have managed if it hadn't been for my partner co-income? And then on Christmas Eve came the first of 7 earthquakes that caused our pool to fail. Nothing worse than having to make that phone call to guests that are showing up in 4 or 5 days and saying, we're really excited about you being on the property, but guess what? The pool's broken. Well, miraculously, we brought in a crew that could expedite the repairs. We were able to reopen the pool on January 14th. And again, I don't want to say this to impress you, but more to impress upon you. This is our business. And had it not been for Partner Co's income, just from starting to post, we would have lost the hotel side to this property. So I'm ever so grateful. And then I get the email that tells me I qualified for a beautiful 5-star diamond vacation in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. It was amazing. They paid for everything. They paid for the dinners. They paid for the welcome parties. They paid for the zip lining. Absolutely everything. It was so fantastic. There was 178 people there, of which I'm sure half of us were brand new in the company, only for the last 6-7 months, and we already qualified for the trip. So stay tuned, because we have an amazing trip that we're going to share with you today as well. And here's my boy. My boy's name is Rusty. Rusty recently has become very, very sick. We've been at the vet. In fact, Mike brought him back to the vet today for 3 injections. He has liver disease. He's an old guy, but he's still like our kid, right? And if this had happened 1.5 years ago, I would have been faced with a really bad decision that I would have regretted. Thankfully, again, for the extra income coming in for me, I was able to look after Rusty, give him the proper medicine and the right veterinary care. So I'm so grateful to this company. In addition to that, check out my before and after. The girl who was fat and frumpy was on the left. I was filled with owies in my fingers and toes. I had plantar fasciitis. I had difficulty walking. I had lower back issues. I was depressed. I was full of anxiety, and I was way overweight. I was size 18. In 30 days, I saw a rapid decrease in the inches. In 90 days, I had lost 34 pounds. I look at that picture of that lady on the left that was taken at my going away party in Canada, and I think, who is that fat lady and how'd she get inside my computer? There I am sporting my size 8. I'm loving clothes shopping now. It's so fun. I'm loving my mobility up and down my stairs. I've lost 10 dress sizes. I was just at the volcanoes last week with friends, and the identical picture was taken, as you can see, in April of 2024. Look at the difference. It doesn't even look like the same person. No more aches, no more.
Oh,
I'm filled with joy. I have no more anxiety. I have loads of great energy. I sleep like a baby, and I have tons of new friends. And I've had 6 amazing vacations, one of which was to Dominican Republic, and multiple savings accounts. My life has changed on a health level and a wealth level. And for this, I want to share that with you tonight, as well as our guest speakers that are going to blow you away with their stories as well. And I feel like I'm 35. I just celebrated 67, and I feel like I'm 35 years old. It's just amazing. These are products that you feel, products that will help you. One testimony after another. I owe it to these guys, Darren Zobrist, John Wadsworth. They purchased our company just a little over 2 years ago. There were several companies that they brought together. They saved the best products of the best, and they called us Partner Co. We are just simply better together. We're facing today a situation that our grandparents didn't know. 90% of the diseases we have today didn't exist 90 years ago. Interesting that 90% of the food that we have today didn't exist 90 years ago either. There's systematic poisoning in the foods we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, and what we put on our skin. It is a chronic situation. And add to this the proliferation of sugar in all the food products. There are over 117 labels that I last checked that have sugar in it that don't need to. And we become addicted. It is a worse addiction than cocaine or nicotine. And what happens is hormonal imbalance leading to all kinds of situations unwell. So we need to get our leptin, insulin, ghrelin, and cortisol back into balance, because these influence our appetite, metabolism, and body fat distribution. Let's get into balance and let's get well again, shall we? I blamed all of this on getting older. Mood swings, low libido, headaches, night sweats, food cravings, hot flashes, acne, insomnia, afternoon fatigue and tiredness, and weight gain. I blamed all that on getting old. For our brand partners that are on the call with us prior to starting the drops, and also our new guests that are on the call, please indicate in the text, in the chat, if you have 1 to 3 of these symptoms before you started the drops, or 4 to 7, put 7 in the chat. 8 to 10, put 10 in the chat. Do that for me, please. I had 9. I was way, way up there because I was so out of whack. Well, not to worry, because we're going to introduce to you some amazing products that can help you with healthy weight loss, increase your energy, better sleep, your gut support. And we have so much science backing us up. Dr. Joshua Plant, Brett West, we have one PhD, biomedical science, after another PhD, Dr. Ray Strand. And together, the scientific team oversee 1,040 annual quality tests to ensure that the product we promise you, the value we promise you, is exactly what you're getting. We have over 215 published clinical studies. We have Dr. Pina, bottom right, who is in my neck of the woods, Mexico City, the leading gastrointestinal doctor in the country. We have a wellness council that hosts many doctors as well as wellness professionals. An athletic council hosting many athletes. Brett West is the world's senior advisor in the Noni product alone. What got me excited? Because I'm in Manzanillo, Mexico, and most people I know are in Canada and the US. Well, I was able to do business in 50 countries. Fortunately, I paid my Wi-Fi bill that month. And how about you? You make a post, you go to bed, you wake up in the morning, and somebody from Italy sends you a request and says, can I get the drops in Italy? Sure enough, you send them a smart link. The European office fulfills the order. The following Friday, you get paid. It is that simple. We're going to meet our beautiful guest speaker tonight. She's from Australia, who is building a worldwide business. How exciting is that? And you're going to hear how you can do it quite easily. First, a quick disclaimer. We don't profess to cure or heal any medical condition. We simply focus on wellness. The results are completely individual, and your financial results depend on your individual passion and efforts. I want to share with you a few of the products that we focus on in Canada and the United States. I imagine that many of these are also in Australia, as we have several Australian guests in the room with us tonight. Lucim is the Skincerity. It's a roll-on breathable skincare mask, the only one of its kind in the world, created in 2005 by a team of dermatologists targeted towards injured skin, specifically burns, third-degree burns. Marlene has been so gracious to donate her pictures of her legs. She suffered from eczema. She didn't sleep. Her husband didn't sleep. She'd be scratching all night, tossing and turning. After just a few weeks of roll-on with our Skincerity, her legs were she was able to manage her situation. Adult acne, stretch marks, signs of aging, rosacea, surgery scars. You need to have a bottle of the Skincerity in your medicine cabinet. You need to have a bottle of it in your beauty cabinet. This stuff is absolutely amazing. Now, I was only about 2 weeks into the business when I heard Brett West talk about noni. I never heard of noni before, and now I learned that Tahitian, the best noni comes from Tahiti with the volcanic ingredients in the soils to promote the highest level of iridoids and vitamins in this superfruit. What will noni do for you? It's going to promote overall health and wellness, support your healthy immune system. I live in the land of FOP, guys. That's fresh off the plane, and they come off that plane with their bronchitis and their runny noses and their snot and their colds. I feel like I'm totally immune to all that. It helps boost your energy and endurance. And how about up and down the stairs, in and out of the truck, on and off the airplane with healthy joints and great mobility, right? Healthy cardiovascular. This is what I call your army of soldiers that completely protects your body. What is shown in this picture is a travel pack. So it's easy to travel with. I have the Noni Max that adds acerola cherry, which I love. And a picture of that is right there on the right. That's my favorite. It's in my fridge, and that's how I start my day. We have a full line of nutritionals. The probiotics created by Dr. Alberto Pena from Mexico City is the best of the best. 15 strains of pre and probiotics. There's billions of them inside that bottle. It is a slow release capsule. It is the best for your gut health. I have heard so many amazing testimonies on the probiotics. Omega Q, you need for your brain, for your heart. Rejuvenex, in Mexico, we call it Amplify, and that is for your brain and your energy. Optimal M for minerals, Optimum V for vitamins. That's a duet. I highly recommend you take them together. These are for everything: your eyes, your lungs, your muscles, your blood, your bones. Vinali is our bestseller in France as well as China. As we get into some pictures of before and afters, you'll notice none of us have saggy skin from all the weight loss. It's because of Vinali. And because of the grapeseed extract, the vitamin C, so many people are reporting that they no longer suffer from allergies. MOA on the right was the second product that I purchased after my drops when I started to make my paychecks with this company. This is a super blend of 36 superfoods. It's liquid nutrition. By the way, I put my MOA with my Noni Max together in a wine glass. That's my first thing in the morning, and together it tastes awesome. These ingredients come from all places exotic, and they are come together for anything that could be contributing to inflammation, pain, that sort of thing. This lady had an ankle operation that went south on her. After just a few days of the MOA, she's back to enjoying pretty feet, and we have so many great testimonials. Now, we do promote a low glycemic food eating program when you get onto the drops, because you want to regulate your blood sugars. But every now and then, you're going to want to go for that Italian, or it's Uncle Henry's birthday party, and have that piece of pie. Bring sugar stop with you. It's full of fiber, tastes like mango, absolutely amazing. Mix it into water, and what it does is blocks a good part of the sugar from white sugars as well as the sugar created from carbs. It's a great product. Now, here we have Advantage. If you love Advantage, I want you to put that in the chat with an exclamation mark. I have lost my love handles. I'm so happy about that. Advantage targets that stubborn visceral fat that's around your waist and your hips. It increases your metabolism. It burns calories 10 times more. You get leaner faster. It is just one of those wonder products that marries so well with the drops. And here's my breakfast, folks. Pure Nourish is my 18 grams of protein. It's pure vegetable protein. There's a lot of pro and prebiotics in the Pure Nourish. It also has so much nutrition in it that should all the food in the world disappear tomorrow, if you have clean water in your Pure Nourish, you will remain well nutrified. The cocoa called in Mexico is Power Boost in Canada and the US. I love the taste of chocolate, so that always goes into my Pure Nourish. It also goes into my coffee, so I have a really nice cafe chocolate. Giving Greens is our very healthy green drink. It tastes awesome because it has acai berry and cinnamon in it. This is a great line. Love the Slenderies. And definitely the Renew is one of my favorite products of all time. It lives on my night table. Every night before bed, I take my Renew. I mix that little sachet with water. It has a fabulous taste of pomegranate and kiwi. It tastes so delicious. And then I take my night drops and I'm off to sleep. It's amazing. It helps combat the natural aging process to promote youth and vitality. It has 2 international patents. It's the only product of its kind in the world. It actually teaches the body to create its own HGH, human growth hormone. Highlighted in bright yellow, deep REM sleep. Who here on the call would like more, to have more quality sleep? Everyone's putting up their hand at this point. HGH is going to improve your body composition, bone mineral density. It helps you feel younger, increases your libido, lowers bad cholesterol, better heart health. It is just one great thing in the anti-aging process. Everyone needs to have the Renew, and it marries so well with the drops if you choose to lose weight. Just recently introduced at our convention PXP is the Max 2.0. This one is amazing. We all know that drinking water is an important integral part of a weight loss program or any program to flush the toxins and keep that moving, right? Keep the plumbing going. This one actually replenishes your electrolytes to restore balance. It optimizes your body's hydration. It supports healthy muscle and nerve function. It tastes amazing. It has a mango flavor. We have a product called Elite, and I mix the two together, and that goes in my water bottle. Elite is great for your brain and for your emotional well-being. So put that on your list as well to add to your shopping cart. Everglow is a marine collagen product, no shellfish. It replenishes the hydration. Who would love to have healthy hair, nicer skin, and strong nails? Everybody, right? We know that age and sun is going to increase the signs of aging. Everglow is your answer. How do you get fish to taste like peaches off the tree? Leave it up to our brilliant science team. This product tastes so good, and we're already seeing results as it was recently introduced. People are showing up with their before and after pictures on the Everglow, and what a fantastic difference. Now, I don't know about Australia, but I know in the entire world, Canada, Mexico, and the US are top of the top and the highest in its population for overweight and obesity. Why? We're very sedentary. We love our sugar. We don't exercise enough. We don't drink enough water. And we love our sugar. Did I say that yet? Well, we're also into fast food and all those other things. Crazy, right? We need something to help us get away from those things, and we can't. It's an addiction. It's so hard. Let me introduce to you the day and night drops. We have a few formulas worldwide. We have the day and night drops in Canada, the Slenderies Accelerate drops in the United States. We have the day night drops in Europe. We have a formula that's very similar in Australia, and different formulas because of different government standards as you import these products into their countries. But I want to assure you that even though the formulas may be a little bit different, the results are always the same. The day drops, you're going to put 15 drops under your tongue about 15-20 minutes before you eat your big meals of the day, ideally 3 times. This is a 90-day program to get your body back into balance. It didn't take us 30 or 10 or 20 days to get into trouble in the first place, right? We created this overweightness over time. Please give the drops 90 days to work its magic. The night drops, they live on my night table next to my Renew. You take 2 full droppers under your tongue and then don't drink anything after that and you go to sleep. It's that easy, and it lends to a fabulous sleep as well. You will drop twice the weight as diet alone, clinically proven, doctor recommended. It's stimulant and hormone free. But I want to say this, not everybody on this call is about weight loss. Many of you are looking simply to get back into balance. And rest assured, the drops will not take skin off your bones. The drops will help you get back into balance and feel that extra energy and that greater sleep. They can help you with balancing your hormones, rapid weight loss, control appetites, stop the sugar cravings, help with migraines, better sleep, improve libido, more energy, improve your digestion. How about being happy and controlling your mood swings and not wanting to hurt your husband, right? Clarity in the memory, lifting that brain fog, improve your immune system. I hear so many testimonials on my calls, and it's just wonderful to know that these drops are helping so many people. I want to share with you that today is my 575th day without sugar. Remember in the beginning, I told you how addicted to sugar. If you came to my house, there'd be 4 kinds of pie and 6 kinds of ice cream. I was having dessert twice a day. 3 months ago, my husband and I went to the state of Guerrero, south of Mexico City, to a park called 1,000 Waterfalls. And no, I didn't count them, but we went downriver along the trails, and it was really adventurous, having fun, crossed the river. And it was in the rainy season, so the water was rushing. And Freddie, our guide, says, now we're going to climb up the river, up several waterfalls to get to the mother of the waterfalls. And you see in the left that picture way up above. Guys and gals, I would have never, ever considered this adventure if I was still that girl size 18 with fasciitis and arthritis issues and all that. I would have never, ever done that. But I'll tell you, when I got to that mother of the waterfalls, it was one of the biggest adrenaline moments of my life. I've never climbed up a waterfall in my life, and yet I climbed up about 14 that day. We are changing lives with these drops. We are giving people more experiences, getting up off the floor and playing with their grandchildren on the trampoline with their grandchildren and climbing up waterfalls. And my friend Jane just had to run out and buy a kayak so before the other person would get it. It's before that, when I met her, she was sedentary. She was on the couch all the time. She couldn't get up. We're changing people's lives. We've sold over 1 million bottles over the last several years. What you're wanting to do to have the best results, and of course you want to have the best results, everyone say I, right, is to enjoy this improved food list. You're going to see the can haves is a lot greater than the cannot. And we don't go hungry on this program. We ask you to balance your sugars, try to be 80-20 with the program, 100% if you can, and you're not going to find you're going hungry. Tonight, after this call, we're having sirloin with some stir-fry vegetables and salad. I mean, it's a great dinner, right? We don't go hungry. I don't miss the potato. I don't miss the rice. It's great. We have a great dinner. We don't go hungry. It's not a fad. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. You're going to exercise. As we know, we need to do that. We need to drink our water and transform your body. It starts to happen. You're going to see the changes in 28 days. Let's share with you some exciting testimonials. Sharon Smith, 2XX, down to a size 4. Yes, man, you have hormones too. James LaPonce. Look at the guy on the right. He looks like the younger brother of the dude on the left, right? 47 pounds in 4 months. Dr. Crystal lost an entire person, 162 pounds. That was 7 years ago. She still looks like that gal on the right. Dale Rumming, amazing transformation in 60 days. Julie Park was very sick before the drops. After the drop, she's sassy and sexy. Tammy Frankfurt has now become an athlete. She's 58 years old and she's running marathons. Wendy, who's on the call with us tonight, amazing transition from August all the way to October. Just people are enjoying their new life. Chris Bailey suffered from Lyme disease, had difficult time getting any kind of assistance in his community in Nashville. After the drops, he's not only feeling a whole lot better from the Lyme and also from his weight loss as well. Selena, her A1Cs came way down for a diabetes count. Her blood pressure came way down. The doctor took her off her meds. She lost a whole bunch of weight. Ann and Chad together lost 125 pounds. Chad came off of 12 medications. How do I know? I've had all these people on my calls. I know all these people. One person after another with amazing stories. Leanne out of Vancouver Island was losing her hair. She's a hairdresser. That's not a good thing. All kinds of emotional corrections as well too. She feels great. She's joyous. No more hip issues. Jerry lost 12 pounds, but also no more acid reflux, no more trembles. Sherry Brookbank suffered from fibromyalgia. Her pain has greatly diminished. She's down 40 pounds. Colleen out of Nebraska, this transformation happened in 8 months. Wow, you can change your life that quickly. It's not only about weight loss. Gwen got her feet back to being healthy after having toe fungus for years. Cheryl Newton, another fabulous transition from June 15th to today. Barbara McCubbin, she's going on 70 and she looks like she's 47. Pat Little out of Puerto Vallarta. Again, there's one story after another how these people's lives have changed. Tiger was very sick. He was oxygen dependent. He's back in the gym bench pressing. He's lost a bunch of weight. Charlene Kloster had a bad fall at her lakefront home. Her son wanted to put her in a nursing home. And she said, just give me the drops for 2 weeks. Just give me the drops. Here she is. She's still in her lakefront home and she's taking pictures of herself at Aquafit. Ashley had night sweats. She wanted to lose her 15 pounds. No more night sweats. Her husband lost 65 pounds. Here's Jane. I told you about the girl that had to leave my meeting so she can run out and get her kayak before the other guy bought it. Wynn Smith, another great transformation as well too. Emotionally strong as well right now. James has a very strong testimonial. He's not only down 70 pounds, he no longer suffers from Parkinson's tremors, no more leg brace, and he's a happy guy. Cheryl Cook, my dear friend, she lost over 50 pounds in 4 months. She's 78 years old. She came to Dallas with us and she was keeping up with Loury and I as we're walking fast down downtown Dallas streets. Nancy Hupalo had a very serious autoimmune disease that caused her to have increased weight gain. She's lost all that weight. She feels great. The doctor said, hey, I don't think I need to be your specialist anymore. You're looking good, girl. Her husband, Wayne, he lost his basketball. The two of them are on the pickleball court early in the morning every day. There's my husband, Mike. He's down 30 pounds. No more acid reflux. He doesn't shake anymore either. And he has 6 cups of coffee. That would make 18 teaspoons of sugar that he no longer has in his body. Wow. Let's get to the real testimonial. Well, not the real, but the live. All the rest are as real as they come. And I want to bring forward HARDEEP KAUR. I hope I'm saying your name correct. And HARDEEP comes from Edmonton. Look at the difference. Here, the picture is a difference of 3 years. And yet the girl on the right looks like she's in her 20s. HARDEEP, please come forward and share your story with us. Unmute your lines.
Hello.
Hey girl, how are you? I saw you in Calgary. Don't you? You look like you're in your 20s. You're not in your 40s. Get out of town.
Thank you so much. I'm in Edmonton, actually, nearby the Calgary.
Right, but I saw you in Calgary.
Yes, we met there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's right. So how did you learn about the drops?
So we just joined the company in April because, as you know, we came from another company that shut down. So we came to know about this company. We know about this company via TERRI McCLURE from Australia. She
Yes.
introduced us all about this company. We were working under her, and still we are working under her. She's our godmother, you can say. So yes, we are with her, and she introduces her this partner co, and we learned about that, and we loved. So after that, when Day and Night Drops launched in Canada, because before we have Slandrix and Accelerate, which I tried that too. But after that, when Day and Night Drops launched in Canada, then I tried that too. So both are like before, when I was not using the drops, I had you just showed the slide that if you have any symptoms from them like mood swings, fatigue, and tiredness, weight gain, these all were my symptoms. I had all of these. So when I came to introduce about the drops, I learned about them. I read about them on the website when we were searching all the products of Partner Co. Then I came to know that drops can help me. So we joined the call, a Zoom call from Barbara, and she explained very well of every nutrition, and that was the eye opener. Like every product has their own, you can say, benefits. So we were thinking like, what should we skip? We can't skip anything. Every product we have to use. So we started from drops, advantage, sugar, everything we have. So but I started from Slendrix and Accelerate. Then after, you can say, after 4 days, maybe 4 to 5 days, I don't have any tiredness. I slept very well on those days. Still I'm sleeping very well. I have my night drops over here. I work here, so I take my night drops here every night before sleep. Then from them till today, I am still on my drops, and I think I will be forever, because they give me so much benefits of my life, my everyday, like what I'm doing. So I was very energetic. I felt that time. I'm still that. Since then, I am not more like, you can say, eating. Like I don't munch every time. I don't feel like I have to eat something. Once you eat, that's all. I don't go for eating time to time like that. Sorry, there's a call. And oh my God, this call.
Have you
Okay.
lost any weight?
Yes, I lost around 15 kg, you can say.
Fabulous.
Yeah,
So that's about
29,
34,
30
36
pounds.
pounds or something?
Around, yes, around that, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, you look
And
amazing.
I had a lot of information that went away. And when I was waking up in the morning, it was very hard to put your feet on the floor. I can't walk before, but after taking Noni and these drops, they helped me a lot. Now all gone.
It's a game
Like all.
changer.
Yes,
Yeah,
Noni is a game changer. Now my customers are saying that too. They are giving me this feedback too. That they today my customer told me that she was feeling like something is here in her chest, very heavy thing, something, but she didn't know what was that. She can't explain. But she said after taking Noni, she is on, I think, her 16th day today, and she said, I am like so much relief that some big stone was like took away from here, and it's very, very light. I'm feeling so much lighter. See, she sent me her voice recording so that I can promote her. So this is the benefits of Noni, and especially the drops. She
fantastic.
said, I will keep them. Her husband is starting now, and her daughter is already started. She is coming from big family, and she said, all my relatives want Noni, drops, advantage, everything you have. Just give me the list, and we can place the order. So these
Fantastic.
are our products. Yeah, I was wondering this morning when I received her call. So she said, yes, they are like mind blowing. So these are um, my view, my opinion, and
Thank you,
Partner
Hardeep.
Pro is the
Thank you
best.
so very much. And it's
Thank
such a
you so
joy
much.
to meet you in person to person like this, and also to celebrate your success, and also to know that you are helping so many others. What a great feeling
Thank you
that
so
is.
much. We will meet in
Thank,
Calgary again.
thank you. Yes, well, it will be in Vancouver next time, right?
Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Hardeep, very, very
Thank
much.
you.
Oh, wow. What a great share. Loved it. Lettitia Joya, are you in the house with us? Look at that, folks.
Virginia
140.
is here. Letitia is here. Virginia is here.
Nice. All right.
Hello,
There you
everybody.
go, girl. Hi, thank you so much for being on our call tonight.
My pleasure.
Tell me, you look great in those before and after pictures. How did you get to know about the drops?
I have been with the company. I was with the legacy company.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also a part of the new partner co coming in from
Okay,
the legacy company.
wonderful. Okay.
So all this time we had the drops and I never tried them. So what happened when people started using the drops, year before last actually, and forget the names, forgive me, I don't remember their names, but
That's okay.
on those calls that we would have, I would hear the testimonials of they took the drops and this is the results they were getting. At that time, I was going through my divorce and needing somewhere to stay. Like when I say life was happening to me and it was telling in my body. I knew I was gaining weight, but I didn't know it was like what I see in that picture.
Yeah.
It got to about June of 2000, whatever year. Hey guys, forgive me. I don't remember. Where are we? 2025? So that was like June 2023 or 22. I don't remember. Anyway, I said, you know what? I'm going to try these drops. Within the first month, I released 9 pounds. And I said, okay, I'm going to keep going. So by October, I don't remember, but I can just tell you all together. I know I think I released 17 pounds and I have been able to maintain it. But we all love the weight loss part of it, but really how it helped me, no more night sweats. Yeah. I was having night sweats, and I think the stress in life kind of threw me in because ladies, if there are any gentlemen on here, I'll address you too. Hey guys, I just turned 50 2 weeks ago. I was
You look
going
great,
through
girl. Happy birthday.
Thank you. The night sweats thing had started. So what did I say a couple of years ago? Like the bed would be soaked, like somebody took a bucket of water and threw it on me. Wow. So that was another reason why I started the drops. And then I noticed, and the changes happen and you don't even notice it. It's just all of a sudden, even with the weight loss, all of a sudden I noticed that it's inches that are gone. So like the young lady just said, I did notice I was sleeping better, but mostly I noticed that I didn't have the night sweats anymore. And it took for other people to share for me to know that, oh, I don't have an attitude anymore. So I see why people were calling it the happy drops, right?
You lost your attitude.
I lost the attitude because again, going through divorce, the drama and trauma and stress.
Sure, it's a hard time.
So I didn't even realize the drops were helping me go through the valley of the shadow of death. I'm telling you. So, and then couple it with Noni. Noni is a classic. My eldest child is 23, and I gave them Noni when they were born. When I say they, I'm sorry, I have 2 children. When my daughter was born, my father was selling Noni. So I knew about it from way back when. Once I found out we had Noni, that's what really made me join the company. I didn't know anything else. Didn't know about products, nothing. But when I saw Noni, because I know it works, that's why I joined. And so Noni is my friend. First thing in the morning at times, if I don't do water and lemon, it is my 2 ounces of Noni juice. And I mean, the energy, like, I can't tell you everything that it does, but for me, it just makes me even more happy. Can you imagine me like not happy?
Yes, I know. It's so fantastic. It's like miracle in a bottle.
Yeah.
Lettitia, thank you so much. What a joy it is to get to know you. And thank you for sharing. And I'm so happy you've lost your attitude because you would have been a bundle to deal with on this call.
You got that right.
Thank you so much, my dear.
Thank you for having me on.
Another great testimonial, another look at this lady. Look at that. Everyone looks so much younger in their after pitch. I just love these products. So staying in indecision is a decision, but let's set you up for victory, shall we? Believe you can, and you're halfway there. How do you get the drops? It's the price in Australia is going to be very similar in retail and also wholesale reflected to the US dollar. So however it trades the Australia dollar with US dollar, but those are the prices for Canada and the United States. Why not though? Someone is going to say, my goodness, girl, you're looking good. What are you doing, Hardeep? You're shining. Lettitia, you've lost that attitude. What are you doing? And you're going to say, well, I've got these drops and they've made a difference. So we're going to share that with people. We're human beings. We love to put our heart in our sleeves. So why not get your drops at a wholesale price, right? In the United States, it's $29.95. Membership in Australia is around that price in US dollars. In Canada, it's $37.95. We like to pay tax in Canada, so it's a little bit more. You get everything. You get all the training, you get the resources, you get a website. Hey, for my resort, I can't buy a website for $37, right? You get everything. It's amazing. But I want to shake you up just a little bit here. How would you manage if you're dependent on your fingers, your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders to make your living and something happened? Would you be able to manage? This last summer, there was terrific fire. So many people were evacuated. Many people lost their homes. How would you manage? What if your child, your grandchild, your parents were sick? They needed you for 6 weeks or 6 months. Would you be able to afford it? Would you be able to manage? What if you were a kayak guide and the Eastern Canada government offices said no more anybody in the backcountry this summer because of fire risk? That's it for your business. How could you manage? What if the road construction came along and shut down your business or the place you work? Could you go for months and months, weeks and weeks without a paycheck? And sadly, AI is becoming a big thing, guys. What if AI took your job? How would you manage? What is your plan B? Or if that person, the breadwinner, that all of a sudden leaves you all too soon, or you lose somebody that's close to you, a child, a parent, factor in 2-3 years of grieving, would you be able to do it and not have to worry about the finances? I'm getting a little somber here, but I want to impress upon you, having a plan B is no longer a nicety, it's a necessity. So by a famous person, Ricia Adair, with the help of AI, it is written, identify what the market needs, take ownership of it, and move faster than anyone else. Welcome to Partner Co. Let's talk about turning your drops into profits. You've heard about all the health testimonials, how great our products are. Let's talk about being able to share these with the world, creating a global business, and being able to get that paycheck every single Friday. First off, as a brand partner, once you pay your lifetime membership, the retail profits are an automatic 30%. Hey, that's great because your own profit will be 30% discounted as well. In the United States, there is a 4-pack that you can get. Keep 3, or rather keep 1, sell 3, make a profit of $222, and you get yours free. Pretty good deal. In Canada, you can do the same thing with the 4-pack. And also same thing, earn profits of about $216. Again, we have a system that was talked about. Keep your box free. Or how about turning your social media into an international market just waiting for you? We have that system. Just plug and play, copy and paste. Here's an example of one of the posts of Rick and Crystal. Together, they lost 210 pounds. You should have seen the comments that came raving in after I posted that one. So ideally is to get you to top pay, to ultimate in your first 30 days. It's critically important because the company is going to pay you top dollar on all of your performance going forward. Top pay is promoting 30 boxes over 30 days. You're looking at profits of $2,106, roughly Canada, Australia, maybe about the same, $2,700 in the US. If any brand partners on this call got themselves to ultimate in their first 4 weeks, please put ultimate in all caps in the chat so our guests can see how many people actually accomplish that. So the first thing, you want to activate your position with 200 points so you're eligible to receive commissions. Again, going back, the 4-pack in Canada is 208 points, so that would qualify you. The 4-pack in the US is 200 points. I'm going to encourage you to add into the shopping cart a box of Renew. It is just so amazing, and again, marries so well with the drops. In Canada, we have several different packages. I'm not going to spend too much time going over the packages, but they fit every budget. We have several packages in the US as well. Many people say, you know, I want to get to that top pay. I don't want a 4-week deadline. I want to get the monkey off my back. So we encourage you get 3 10-packs, which is bringing you in profits of about $2,143 as well as your box for free. In the US, we have several different packages as well too, as we do in Australia as well, with several different point values as well as several different budget levels for you. And whoever invited you to the call can take you in on a Zoom and show you these different packages available to you. In the United States, if you buy a 10-pack, you get to save money just as you do in Canada. A unit cost in the US comes down to $88 a box. It retails for $176. That's a pretty good margin, guys. I do encourage you, though, if you can, put it in your budget, buy the 30-pack, either in Canada or the US. I'm not sure if Australia you can buy as many as 30, but do as much as you can so you can get close to that ultimate and get the job done. And you're looking at great profits once you employ our system of growth. We are named the #1 most lucrative compensation plan. I proved that to myself by accomplishing my 5 figures in such a short period of time. We are paid in so many different ways. We talked about getting 30% off in retail profits. But not everybody wants to be your customer. Mary's going to come along and say, you know, I want to be a brand partner. I want to get it wholesale. She purchases 1,000 points of product. If you purchased a 4-pack, you'd be activated. You would make 15% on that transaction, or $150. But if you worked yourself up to Ultimate or signed up with an Ultimate package right out of the gate, you would make 30%, which is $300. You're getting paid double on the very same effort. So Top Pay Ultimate opens up the top of our entire compensation plan. We also have what we call base commission based on the activity of what happens in your business. Mary's going to tell people, Henry's going to tell people, Sally's going to tell people. You are going to earn in base commissions 15% on all your lines combined except the largest one. And then in any given week, when you have $250 or more base commissions in US dollars, you're going to start earning 15% savings bonus. It's going to be put away until you reach the 10,000. At that point, you get a call from the company and you celebrate. Last year at PXP, 10 families celebrated receiving their checks. This year, there was 28 families. Wow, we're changing lives so quickly. Now I'm hearing almost every week that someone else has triggered their 10K bonus. I'm organizing a safari to Paris, or rather a trip to Paris and a safari to Africa. We still have room on the bus. For the Canadians on the call and the Australians, when you get your 10K bonus, it translates from 10,000 US into Australian or Canadian dollars. So I want you to use your imagination. Write in the chat, what would you do should 10,000 US land into your bank account tomorrow? What would you do? And Africa is my big dream. We also have the power of matching bonus. This is a very strong part of our compensation plan. Without going into too much detail, I want to tell you this. I have seen matching bonus checks in a week be greater than people's mortgage payments for the month. It's a very, very powerful part of our program. When you get to Ultimate, it unlocks what we call the gold status that's going to pay you the matching bonus as well. Let's talk about lifestyle rewards. We earlier talked about Punta Cana. Well, how about Tahiti 2024? A whole group of people went because they got paid lifestyle credits just for building a business. Grand Hyatt Bahamas in July. There was a bunch of us that went to Punta Cana. The picture on the left there with the group, those were the Canadians, many of them 6, 7, 8 months into the business. And another group went to Bali in June and celebrated a great vacation in Bali. We make such great friends with creating beautiful memories. Drum roll, please. Here we are. We're going to Maui, April 29th to May 3rd. You have time to get on board and earn this trip. There's no reason why you can't do it. I want to bring to you now a beautiful lady. She's a hard worker. She has ladies and, well, men as well, but she's focusing on the women and she's really, really working hard. She's #1 in Asia Pacific with her team. Her and her team are #1 in Australia, #6 global. I want to bring forth, before I bring forth, I want to show you. Every time I see her Facebook, she's in some other country. She's always got a suitcase and she's out and about. She's all over the world. Terri, I'm so honored that you are on our call with us tonight. Welcome to our Thursday night call, TERRI McCLURE from Perth, Australia. Oh, we got to unmute, Terri. No, we still got to unmute.
Hi,
There we go.
sorry.
We got
Sorry, function failure there for a minute. Hi, thank
that's
you so
okay.
much for
That's
having me.
okay. So tell me, first of all, I see that everywhere. How do you say it? Phat? Phat.
Fat,
And what is that?
fat. It's putting health at the top. So putting health at the top is my company. So what we did was we actually built a company within a company. So I was always very keen to build a company that was safe. So no matter which networking company that you were with, we were always going to be safe within our companies. So FAT comes in and joins Partner Co. We come in as one company. So what we need is to have product and we need someone to pay us. Not necessarily all the other extra bits because we have our own company within the company.
Right, right. Okay, that makes total sense. So, Hardeep had mentioned a little about it that you were with a company that left you. So I'm sorry about that. I'm really, really sorry about that. But you know what? It's a great thing because here we are together, right? So how did you find Partner Co?
By chance. When you lose your company, and I had 35,000 people in my business, you had to
Wow.
find a home. You had to find a home for them all very quickly. So I was
Yes.
out looking, and a big part of my business is India. So I started looking for a company that was in India. I found USANA and I found another company called PartnerCo. When I interviewed both companies, I knew that USANA wasn't going to be the one for me, but that would leave my Indians to flounder. So then I went to PartnerCo and I said to PartnerCo, I would be interested in your business if you looked after India for me. They said to me that they would not be looking at India for 5 years and India was off their radar. I said I really needed India. John Wadsworth started talking to me and then he started going off on this tangent and he said to me, but you could do this. And that was to bring our people in through Hong Kong. That for me was the little nugget. That little nugget was then I was like, what you mean I can bring people in through Hong Kong and then I can build them in India? He said, yes, you could do that. I was like, you've got me. So from there we grew, and from there we decided that we would align ourselves with Partner Co. And I aligned myself with Partner Co. not because of the product, not because of anything else, but I was looking for connection. I was looking for a company that I could trust. We had just lost our company, and trust was a big deal for us. So John Wadsworth and Darren came across that as a couple that I could go, I can put my faith in you. Tim
Yes.
Sales was also my upline. And again, I put a whole heap of trust in him. And from there, we just decided that this would be our new home. And to date, we have earned more money than we were with our other company. And I always say that it's my babies that are down the line. So I always call my team my babies because I teach them to walk, I teach them to talk, I teach them to post, I teach them to do everything. So they are my babies. And until they grow and become leaders of themselves, they are my babies. And I look after them like babies. That's how you build a team. You build a team
Exactly.
because you nurture them and then you give them the wings to fly.
Fantastic. Now I understand that in Australia with your other company, there was one product that was very, very special to every one of you.
The more
And
vitality.
and what happened with that product?
Well, that product went, but Partner Co actually brought it back into us to you, and I think everybody should have that product because that's all of our nutrients. So without nutrients and without that, you don't have any absorption in your gut. So it's really important for more vitality for every one of us.
So let me get this right. This was a product that was very important to you. It had gone away with the other company, but Partner Co. stretched, went above and beyond, and brought this product in to Australia so you could have this product back.
Oh, absolutely. I think the biggest thing though is that Partner Co have brought back India. I think that's a bigger story than the more vitality. The more vitality is a great product, and we all need to have that. But
Exactly.
the fact that it actually, we are this close to opening India again. Now, India is a very hard company and a business to open in India, and yet we have done it nearly in 8 months.
Wow.
Before, our past business took us 2 to 3 years to open India, and now we are doing Partner Co are doing it in 8 months. That is the biggest round of applause that should ever go out.
That
And
is so fantastic. Wow.
mm,
And
everyone,
one of your people just celebrated senior officer in India.
and she's just gone president.
Wow. She's gone president as well.
President as well.
That is
Yeah.
amazing. Absolutely amazing. And you're right. When you start to deal with country bureaucracies and licensing and everything else that's involved in getting a company into a country, it's phenomenal. It's a big job.
It's a huge thing. And, one of the things that I think that we all should acknowledge is that we're actually in 51 and we'll be in 52 countries when India opens. Like that opens up a whole playing field. And those of you that are looking at your businesses and thinking, oh, I'm looking at my community, I'm looking at my city, I'm looking at my country, you're playing small. You're all playing
Yes,
small. Because you should be looking at Australia, you should be looking at India, you should be looking at China, you should be looking at Japan, you should be looking at all over the globe and using your social media to tap into it. I tap into, at the moment, I'm in 39 countries. I'll be pushing up to that 51 countries. That is my goal. I'm a global leader and I'll push for everyone to be in every country. And I can honestly tell you, it takes one. You only need to find one person in your community, and then that one will go out and get 10. That 10 will go out and get 100, and that 100 will go out and get 1,000. And suddenly you've opened up a new country.
that's right.
That then is when you're telling yourselves that I'm really helping other people. When you can go into a country where women are put down, where women have got no voice, when you can raise those women and you can give those women the biggest voice of all through our industry, then you have made a difference. That's when it's really different. That's when you've really made a big difference to people.
Well, you spoke in Calgary. I just brought up your screen here of you actively training and hanging out with a lot of beautiful ladies. You talked about that in Calgary and talked about being able to reach out to certain cultures that are suppressed and being able to help these women find their wings again and be able to flourish. I was very impressed with you talking Calgary.
Thank you. Thank you. I think it's important. I think it's important for all of us to step up. Every one of us has a blessed life, every one of us. But when you raise another woman to be greater than she ever believed possible, that's when you've really done something in this life. It's not about our check. It's not about what we do. It's not about what, oh gosh, I've got a new car, or oh gosh, I've got something more. It's not about us. It's about what you can do for someone else. And when we can take network marketing and flip it on its head and turn it into something great, then we can rest. Because I think every woman has a voice. Every woman has an opportunity to change someone else's life.
Exactly. Wow. It must just be such a fabulous feeling for you when you meet somebody that may be a little introverted and shy and behind the face of fear, and yet you see her grow and prosper and just bloom like a flower.
I think every one of you on this screen has that same story. Every one of you has been somewhere, and then now you have blossomed, and now look at you, Ricia. Look, even your story. You were here, and now you are here. Like you've got a story, but that story then empowers thousands of others. You're doing these Zooms to empower other women all over the globe. But every one of us has the opportunity to do the same thing. Don't ever look up. It's never ever your upline. It's what you do. Look down. Look down, look down, look down. You own your business. Every one of you owns your business. So it's how you go out and tell your story now. It's how you go out and share to the world. Your upline is always there to love and to guide you.
Yeah.
But the business is actually in your hands. You own your business. You paid the $42.50 for it. You own it. No one else.
Exactly. That's right. Yeah. So you were in China, were you not, just recently?
I spoke in China.
Tell us about that.
China, I absolutely loved China. China was actually the one that actually opened my eyes to the world again. Like I've been very focused on India, but China was my next step. And so when I went to China and I saw the women there, that there was an opportunity there that they could have a dance and a party. So they'd never had a party before. So Partner Co decided that they were going to give them a party because the Chinese are very suppressed. They don't do cheers. They don't wave flags. They wave flags, sorry. They wave flags, but they don't cheer and they don't clap. So Partner Co had organized them a cheer squad to teach them how to cheer and how to react in a room. But then they decided to give them a party. And they were told that, no, the Chinese don't dance. But Partner Co decided that they were going to give them this party. So what they did was they called it Sparkles. And then so the Chinese women came with all their silver dresses and they looked glamorous, so glamorous. But then Partner Co put put people on a stage and taught them to dance. So then they were up there and it was going, swing your left, right, and swing your right, and swing your arms, and swing your hips. And they were all learning to dance. They'd never danced before. They'd never had a party. You know, like, so can you imagine women that have never had a party? Can you imagine what that is? Like, and they're all tiny. So they all come up to you and they just want to be part of you. But you know, they dance and they want to explode, they want to explore, but they're a bit shy. So can you imagine what we can do when we can touch that life and we can share that life with them? It's amazing. It's amazing.
It is amazing. And you know, Terry, I've traveled as well all over the world, and people are the same everywhere. We all want the best for our families, the best for our children, the best, you know, we all want shelter, of course, and food to eat, but once the basics are looked after, it's all about family and, you know, the picnic at the beach and the little vacation over in Disneyland or whatever. Everyone wants the same, right? Everyone we meet, when you look them in the eye, they are just like you and I, that they want the same.
Yep, everybody, every woman is the same. Every woman wants to make their families safer or better. Every woman wants to have a little bit of freedom. Every woman wants to have her income. I think income's a big deal because that way we can give choice in their life. I've always worked with the philosophy of health and wealth and choice. So we can give people health, we can teach women health, but the greatest gift that we can do is to teach her wealth, and wealth of knowledge, but the wealth of a business. And from that, we give her choice. And when you can give a woman choice in her life, you have changed her life forever.
That's right. That's right. Wow. I love, love, love interviewing you. Thank you so much. I could go on with this interview for another 20 minutes, but in respect of time, I'm going to say thank you so very much, Terry. And thank you for bringing your Australian people onto the call with us tonight and your Indian people. I'd love to interview them sometime as well, too, and host the call. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you so much, Richard. Thanks for having me. Thank you for the team for coming.
Wow. Love that girl. Love that girl. So guys and gals, the next time you go to the family barbecue or you show up at work tomorrow, everybody there that you see has all of these symptoms. Everybody there has those same desires for their families, for themselves, to have some financial independence. All of us are in the same. So know that you need to go out and share this. Now that you know, you can't unknow, right? These are amazing products that are drastically changing people's lives and plants that are giving people amazing independence again. We have over 100 products in 7 multi-billion-dollar industries in 52 countries. Wow. Opening up India. How about that? By the numbers, we've sold 1 million bottles of drops, plus over 172 million bottles of noni. We've got the best compensation plan, and we're winning award after award. So it's time for you to make a decision. I want the drops and I'm prepared to buy retail. That's the number one. If you're a one, put it in the chat. If you're a two, somebody that says, I want to be a wholesale customer or a brand partner just so I can save the money, put 2 in the chat. But if you want to get on this health and wealth train and ride it with us, I'd like you to put number 3 in the chat. And wait, there's more. You might want to get on this health and wealth train and ride it big all the way to destination prosperity. Do we have any 4s in the house with us tonight? You have heard Terry's story. You have heard Hardeep's story. You've heard Letitia's story. You've heard my story. When I interview you 1 year from now, will I be hearing how great Maui was for you, how you've changed your family's life forever, how healthy you are, how better you feel? Will we be hearing that? I sure hope so. An African proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. If you want to go fast and far, go with Partner Co, says Darren Zobris, our amazing founder and CEO. Come and live the dream. We have such a culture in this company. People that have blurred the lines of sponsorship. We come together. It's a hug fest when we do events because everyone is enjoying the prosperous life. The health prosperity, we're all feeling better. We're all feeling joyous and we're all feeling freedom. Enrolling is easy. It takes as little as 5 minutes. You can just choose a pack and sign up. And guess what? We've got some Black Friday stuff coming on really, really soon. As a brand partner, you're going to be able to enjoy these Black Friday crazy deals that are going to be launched next Tuesday. So you're going to want to sign up. Our next call happens to be the day that we release the Black Friday information. So you're going to want to be on our call. It's the same link, same time next Tuesday, or rather it's 7 p.m. Pacific. So it would be 2 hours earlier. Sorry, let me say 2 hours later. And you're going to be on our call next Tuesday. That would just be so awesome. I want to first thank so much our testimonials, HARDEEP KAUR and Lettitia Joya. Our very special guest, TERRI McCLURE. Thank you so very much for being on today's call with us. Thank you to all the brand partners that have come out to support today's call, especially our guests in international waters. Thank you so much to our guests as well, because this call is for you. It's all about changing your life today. Loury, Larocque, my beautiful co-hostess with the mostest, thank you so much for doing such a great job. We're going to have a Q&A if anybody wants to hang out and ask some questions. I'm going to stop the recording, and thank you again. Have a great evening, everybody.